RN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, Vigilante Nation, welcome to the virtual Kansas City, Kansas Gateway Raceway for round 10 of the VRL Premiere Series. My name is Alan Vaught, along with Ricky Wittenberg here in the booth, and we're going to be bringing you all of the excitement and racing action tonight. We're going to begin with some session details. Okay, tonight, as I mentioned, we're at Gateway for round 10. The total laps here are 120. That's 150 miles. The fuel capacity for this race is 65%. And they do have 4 sets of tires across the wall, so that's 5 total with what they start the race on. There are no fast repairs in this series. The incident limit is 25 and 6. iRacing, as always, will handle the lucky dog and waiver rounds. Your current championship points leader is Dylan Bryant, also with Chris Goins. They're both tied for first. Dylan's got a little bit of advantage based on average finishing or starting position, as how they end up breaking that tie there. So in third, you have Tim Pope in the 7 machine at 233. In fourth, 89 of Craig Goodenough at 227. And in fifth, you have the 14 of Dustin Eaton with 216. Get you on over here. As you'll notice in the scoring tower, when it pops back up here, as we're getting ready to grid up, you'll notice that those 5 drivers I mentioned who are currently leading the point standings are highlighted in red. And it's not popping back up for me there. We'll see if it does once they get gridded up here. There it goes. All right, we'll get you some weather real quick while they're getting gridded there. So air temp tonight is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temp is 73 right now. There is 78% humidity and a light breeze at 5 miles per hour out of the east. And your conditions are partly cloudy. So we should have a good race here tonight, not particularly too hot. I don't know if that's good for the drivers or not, depending on their perspective, as loose as it can get coming out of the corners. And as we are gridded up, I want to welcome Ricky Wittenberg into the booth. How's it going tonight, Ricky? You ready for this race?
Oh, yeah. Gateway's fun. It's kind of like a overgrown short track.
Yeah, no doubt. I saw some descriptions, and it's a cross. Some people think it's a cross between the intermediate and a short track. It doesn't have symmetrical ends to it. When one is kind of like Darlington that way, one end of the track is narrower than the other, making it a kind of egg shape. I would say. I don't know how you would describe it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. I mean, I think it sort of races like a bigger New Hampshire a little bit with different turns.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, we're going to go through your starting grid here, folks. Craig Goodenough has the pole in first position. Second, 7 of Tim Pope. 14, Dustin Eaton's in third. Fourth is Dylan Bryant. Fifth, Josh Bittner. Sixth is John McAdam. Seventh is John Schoenbachler. Eighth is Andy Player. Ninth is Jeremiah Burke. And rounding out your top 10 is Jack Dixon.
And you got Dave Mayberry in 11th, Jonathan Osborne 12th, Andrew Coughlin 13th, George Rincon in 14th, Mike Adamson 15th, Tom Barish 16th, Chris Goins 17th, Scott Milner 18th, Anthony Williams 19th, and Mike Everidge rounds out the top 20.
In 21st, you have Albert Anderson, America's driver. Kevin Hunt is in 22nd. Kelly Kill is in 23rd. Scott Roney is in 24th. Greg Dobson is 25th. Kyle Vaught is in 26th. And Dustin Wade is in 27th. And then we have, looks like, I don't know if they made the field here. They're grayed out for some reason. 28th, Andrew Cawthon. Trevor Robertson, 29th. Ricky Wittenberg, you're not in there, so we understand why that happened. And then Greg Klein. So I think Cawthon, Robertson, and Klein might be an issue with them.
Yeah, I think Robertson, seeing that he kept having packet loss drop, so he must be having some internet issues.
Should have 2 laps to go green here, folks. As I mentioned in the column there, you see your current championship leaders of Goodenough, Pope, Bryant, and Gomes are listed there in red. And once we get into the playoffs, we're going to do that for all 12 drivers. And you know, if we're up against a cutoff race, we'll make the ones who are in danger of being cut out. Actually, lights are off on top of the pace truck here in yellow. But anyway, I'll explain that more once we get into the playoffs. Just for now, know that these are your current championship leaders. As you see the pace truck pull off there, and we're about set to go green. It's going to be on the flag man for this first opportunity.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're green, folks. Good jump by Craig Goodenough. You got the 7, and looks like Dustin Eaton maybe on the inside there, along with the 51 fighting for third. So far clean. See how long they were pretty much sliding around here on Monday night. So we'll see if they've got all that out of their system. Go back in the field a little bit here. You can see, yeah, like everybody's minding their P's and Q's.
Oh, Jonathan Osborne spinning on the back stretch.
Yep, yellow was out.
Oh, and now there's another wreck. Secondary wreck, Kelly Kill.
Here we go. Let's see what happened to Jonathan here. Jonathan's in that black 81 you see right there in the center of your screen. Oh, camera switched on us there. Let's see if we can get, yeah, he's all the way around. Looks like he just gets loose on his own, Ricky. Coming out of that turn.
Yeah, it looks like just a little too low, probably trying to hold it down off the other trucks.
But far
and then
nobody
Gallagher
hits him.
makes Gallagher made an evasive move, and
There's Gallagher.
He's goes across the track and hits Kelly Kill.
Gallagher's in the Hardy's truck. Oh, he goes up to the. He got a little loose himself. Looked like for a second. Coming up out of that, sees the 81, corrects to the right, and then that's all she wrote. These guys don't have any fast repairs here tonight, folks.
I think that they're Gallagher and Kill should have repairable trucks. I see Kelly's left front is tore off though, so
yeah, he's missing that.
He'll probably be in the pits a while with that kind of damage.
Yeah, we have an onboard with Kelly. See if we can get a look. Actually, I'll go through all your cameras in just a minute. Here's Kelly Kill. You see him in pit lane right now. Kelly's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got us.
Hey, I got you guys.
Yeah, man. That looked like that landed right in your lap. How did it look from the cockpit?
What, that wreck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Gallagher that got turned into me or something. I don't think it was Gallagher's fault. I think it was 13. Was it 13 or 31? I don't remember one of them. And yeah, I was right there. I couldn't avoid it. So I've got about 8 minutes worth of repairs here. So
Yeah, that's what we were going to ask you is how many minutes, man. Well, hate it for you. Hope you get back out there, and we're taking a look at your onboard now. But good luck, man.
all right, thanks guys.
Yeah, bye.
Have a good night. Yep, bye.
So that is.
Hopefully that's
01.
8 minutes of optional and not required. Maybe he could just, piece it together bit by bit.
Yeah, here's hoping, right? They're about to go back green here. Well, the lights are still on the pace truck, so we're going to take a quick run around your onboard cameras. So you saw the 01. Now we have the 023 of Scott Roney. We have the 085 of Greg Dobson. That doesn't look like Greg Dobson, though. Why is that not popping up? Did I lose Greg? I think I lost Greg. Hold on a second. Let me grab him. There he is. There he is. We got Greg Dobson, the 085 machine right there. Andrew Cawthon, I don't see him. He's driving. It's like I don't see his hands there, though. But anyway, he's in the 10 machine. You got Andy Player in the 13. You got Kyle Vaught in that 16. And then Dave Mayberry. You got two perspectives of Dave tonight, right? Head on looking at his face. And then he has a secondary camera looking over the shoulder so you can see his perspective looking at the 3 screens he has going on there. So there's Dave's 2 cams. Then you have Dustin Wade in that 68 machine. And finally, at the 89 of Craig Goodenough. You're on board with him right now. He is the lead car.
Green flag.
And he just went back green, as you can see on that screen there. Get you back full screen here so you can see it. Hell of a jump. Get Bryant in there in the 51, now in second position. Pretty clean so far. Let's go back and take a look from the chopper cam. A little ways back. Looking pretty clean. Yeah, racy, but clean. Yeah, really, really tight right here. Getting into these corners, I mean, they do have some racing lines here, Ricky, but you see that wash up right there?
Yeah.
That was pretty close.
Just watching that, Mayberry got a little high, and then he tried to overcorrect it and almost wrecked low. Oh, they're still Albert Anderson 3 wide backstretch with Milner, I believe.
Here we are taking a look at Albert Anderson. He's right there. That 99 machine. Right there. There's a better look at him. Pretty racy. Followed closely by Scott Milner in 31. And Scott Roney in the 023 we mentioned earlier.
You're good, buddy.
Oh, Anthony Williams is sparking coming out of turn 2. I don't know if he's wrecked or had an issue. Oh, yeah, he went through the grass and almost wrecked.
Oh, somebody just hit the wall up there. You see the smoke sometimes come off, and it's hard to tell if that's going to be an accident or just a wall scrub. Let's go back up here. We'll take a look. Get on board with your leader here. That 89 machine. Got us looking straight down at him. So we'll move over the cockpit view so you can see what he's looking at there on the screen. Anything much happening in the chat yet?
Yeah, Jake the Snake is requesting we get some screen time for that number 12 truck, so maybe we try to get Schoenbacher on the screen there.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll see where the closer's running right now. He's running in 11th. Coming up right here, should pass us in a moment. Right there. 12 machine. Don Schoenbacher. We call him the closer because he tends to find his way up in the top 10, top 5 at the end of these races. Liking him a little bit to Kevin Harvick. You know, where did he come from? Saw somebody back there in the wall. Was that couldn't tell who that was. Scraping it. You probably see a lot of that tonight as these runs go on. We're only 11 laps into this 120 lap event. But yeah.
We also have the Anderson clan, obviously, as always, in the chat. Kathy, Edith, and Mr. Anderson, Papa Anderson out there. Red Arnell says, good evening, Lori. And the Earl Evans is in the chat. Like he's pulling for Dobson right now.
Yeah, I failed to mention that John is racing out of Louisville, Kentucky. He is down 4 spots so far. Most likely, I would say, when you see that happening with a driver of his caliber, he's probably saving his stuff for later in the run, thinking it might go long. We're getting pretty, let's see what we got as far as battles going on here. Super tight looking for it in the timing and the gaps. Let's see how Cawthon here. Pretty much everybody's pretty tight. Riding on board with Andrew Cawthon. He's down 8 spots running in 21st. But he's got this gaggle in front of him, one of which is Jonathan Osborne at 81, who had that first spin for that first caution there. And Dustin Wade just in front of him. Ooh, look at that.
Hot.
They're about to go 3 wide into this corner, maybe. No, 81 thinks better of it.
That's a good idea.
We got here Jonathan, and that's 31 right then. The Baby Ruth machine is Scott Milner.
Sorry.
Yeah, super tight here. These guys are racing hard.
Heard Andrew Player. Rickett up front. Bittner just got spun out by Dixon. He caught it. Didn't hit. Well, he didn't catch it, but he didn't hit the wall. And I think Jack spins too.
That's our second caution. Let's take a quick look at this. This is Jack Dixon and Josh Bittner.
Actually, it starts with McAdam and Player. That was the sorry, and then it trickled back to Jack and Josh.
Checking up for the pace car.
See,
I think Player gets in a little too deep right there in front of them.
that 47.
Yeah, he gets into the 47, and they almost wreck. They do a heck of a job of saving it.
Oh, both of them are dead sideways. The 84's there, goes up. And what happens to him after that? Oh, Jack comes in there, not expect. 84's coming down because of the 47. Looks like Jack's coming in there pretty committed. You see him out of the throttle, but it's just too late.
Yeah. Fire coming out of those pops, but that was just one of those things. It was a checkup. I mean, that's a really good job of everybody by not wadding it up. I mean, McAdam and Player was both doing 4-wheel drifts right there, like Tokyo drift style.
Let's see. Get a word with Mr. Bittner. Hey, Josh, it's Sounding Ricky in the booth, man. You got me. Yep. Josh. Hey, man, what happened from your perspective on that incident? Like you were dodging the 47.
Yeah, I tried to do the affable thing and check up, and I tried to get out of the way of the 47 because he looked a little off pace, and he was up top. I don't know if he was in the marbles or something. Then next thing you know, I felt my butt getting slapped, and I was locked up staring at the inside wall.
How much damage did you have off that? Anything?
Oh, nothing. Nah, I just locked up. No, I kept it. For once, I actually kept it on the brakes and didn't hit the wall. I was just staring at the infield.
All right. Ricky, got any questions for the 84?
No, man, just, you just lit them up, so you're going to have to kind of baby those tires until you can get some new ones.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I'm kind of banking on it to be a bit of a mess for a restart or two, and then just kind of get to 10, 15 more laps yet. Get four fresh Goodyear Eagles, and be fine.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for talking to us, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
It's an 84 machine. We're going to go back up front here. Looks like the lights are out on top of the pace truck. So we should expect to go back green here as soon as we get to the start-finish line. The control of the race will be back under Craig Goodenough. So he'll get to launch first with the 51 machine of Dylan Brown is outside. Third, Timothy Pope, Andy Player fourth, Dustin Eaton fifth there. They're making their way down the backstretch now. Yeah, a little bit eventful here for the first 20 laps. Already, 2 cautions already. I was thinking it might go a little bit green on the first stint.
Yeah, it's just you never know. It looks like sometimes some guys are trying to check up more than others going into the turn, and I don't think they've all figured out the braking points yet.
By the way, are you able to hear? Are you watching the stream?
I'm watching it, but I don't have it. Sound on.
They should be able to hear the driver speaking. Just let me know if that's too loud. Okay, the pace truck is off, folks. 89 is back in control. Should take us back to green here momentarily.
Green, green, green.
Taking off there, back under green. Taking a hell of a launch. The 7 is already alongside, racing for second. With the 51, he does have the preferred line going into turn 1. The 89 machine is just going to scoot away. If they don't get up there pretty soon to challenge this 89 machine for the win of this race, they're just going to let him sit there all night. And that might be a bad strategy.
Yeah, it may be, but I have a feeling, well, I know Tim Pope's saving his tires. Now, Craig, he somehow does a good job of being out front and saving his tires, but I'm pretty sure Tim Pope's probably playing it easy right now.
Got Taylor Provax out there in the chat. Hello, Taylor, saying hello to Mama Lori. Hope you're doing well tonight, Taylor. While we have this opportunity, we'll do a crank it up real quick, Ricky, and then we'll run through the field if we're still green. So we'll try it right now. What do you think?
Good deal.
Here we go. Folks, that was your Crank It Up segment. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'd like to get loud every so often so you can hear what it sounds like inside those virtual cockpits to these drivers, at least the guys who really want to immerse themselves. Riding on board right now with the 88 machine of Mike Adamson, racing out of Sanford, Florida. Mike is up 5 spots from where he started the race, currently running in 10th position. And I think that's Mavis Brakes livery he's running there. All right, we're going to go to the back of the field and see if we can run through while we have this opportunity. See the drivers here. We're going to start with Greg Line. And Greg is not on the track, is he? Nope. What happened to Greg?
I don't think he made it into the session after something must have happened.
Trevor's already out?
Yeah, he did. He was having connection problems for sure.
Wow. All right, we got Kelly Kills back out there. 8 minutes worth of damage. I don't know. Let's see. How down? Let me take a look how many laps he's on.
He's 11 laps behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But he's out there still accumulating those points, folks, which is important. Could be important at the end of this race. Who knows how many people are going to get knocked out of this thing. Going on to John Gallagher is next in 27th. He's down 6 positions overall for the night, running in that 27th position, the 123 machine. He was involved.
Rick, Mike Average on the front stretch. Oh, and Kelly Kill almost. Oh, Albert Anderson. Wow.
Here we go. We're on board. You said Mike Average, right?
Mike Average, yep.
We're on board with Mike right now. Oh, something must have happened from behind then.
Yeah, him and the Schoenbachler got together.
Looks like Schoenbachler hit the wall and it popped him out a little bit. Oh, was that? It looked like 99 just barely got by there. Go back and take a look at that from his perspective. See at 99 machine at Anderson. If that was him.
It was him and Kevin Hunt both barely snuck through there.
You see Kevin Hunt right there to the left. We'll go on the roof of Anderson here and watch this unfold. See the accident happens where Schoenbacher hits the wall, pops out, and that's what nags Average. Oh, you haven't got a piece of it. I think Albert got by clean. Let's take a look off the kind of the rear deck a little bit instead of this closer shot.
Are you gonna make it?
Look at that. I don't even think he hit the wall. But yeah, he got a little spark maybe. No, I think he's clean.
Yeah, I think the spark was from Hunt right in front of him.
Man, good job at Albert Anderson. That was a close call.
Way too slow entering it.
No, we do have some more people in the chat while we're under caution. Verde's in. Look, cheering for Kyle Lott. Skunk Boss is in the chat. First time he's been here. He said he's an old guy who enjoys sim racing. Used to do it back in the early days. So welcome to the chat, Skunk Boss. Amanda Wade in the chat. She turned us on to here. Also, Taylor Provax shouted us out. I know. Maybe you said that. I know she shouted Lori out and she shouted us out.
Nah, I got the first one. Well, welcome, Skunk Boss. We're always looking for new fans, people to come watch these drivers. Super talented group of people here. You're catching them on round 10 of their 18-week season. So I've got a ways to go here, just on lap 30. It's like Albert Anderson decided to stay out here, Ricky, and take the lead.
I guess I was caught speeding somewhere. I don't know where, though.
By the way, you hear in that chat Bryant talking in there? Let me go pull mine up, see if I can hear it.
Yeah, it is transmitting. I just checked it on YouTube.
Oh, you're hit. Okay, good. Yeah, it's like it's really light in the background. That's good. Perfect. What we were looking for here. Okay. Lights are out atop the pace truck. We got Albert Anderson, new leader out there on point with Jack Dixon in second. Dylan Bryant is in third. Tim Pope, these guys were both up there previously, fourth and fifth. Jeremiah, I see Andy Player and Jeremiah Burke round out your top 6.
So Anderson and Dixon pitted 15 laps ago. That's why they stayed out.
All right, head down the backstretch, get ready to go green. Your previous leader, Craig Goodenough, is in 21st, but he did go to pit road. He didn't hit the pit road for any kind of damage or anything. He just went ahead and got service. Yeah, it's unfortunate Trevor's not in here tonight. I actually have something. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do it anyway. We're doing a new segment, which I'll explain once we have the next caution. Or if we have a long green run and I'm able to get it in there, I'll do it then too. Right now, we'll focus on this restart. As we're coming out of 3 and 4, you should see that pace truck jump off the track right there. Now, control of the race is under Mr. Anderson's purview, coming to the restart box.
Green, green, green.
He just took off. What kind of restart we get going here? He didn't get as much of a jump as we saw Craig getting earlier, but he is going to have the preferred groove going in. Now, like you mentioned, these two guys are on older tires too.
Oh, Pope got hit by Burke.
Oh, they saving it. They saved it.
Oh, no, they didn't. They're still wrecking.
That was my bad. I tried to downshift for a better drive off.
Yeah, you're right.
Guys.
Okay, there's our 4th caution.
Rincon took a pretty good lick on the inside wall. Pope got hit pretty hard too. It looks like in the door.
Let's take a look a little closer. 53 is here. Did these guys hit the pit lane as well? Looks like Anderson was on 15. Bryant was 28. Looks like Pope was also on 28. So it's not like he was on older tires. They just went in.
Yeah, I was telling me.
We'll see how this plays out here. He checks up a little bit. 53 just gets in there a little hotter than he did. Oh, he's trying to save it, but he just keeps getting these little, like, nudges. That's one of your championship leaders there, folks, in that 7 machine. I don't see any kind of race-ending damage, Ricky. Looks like he might be okay.
Yeah, he's going to have probably some to repair, but hopefully he'll be able to get it fixed in the pits and back out there. Rincon took a harder lick. See how much damage he's got. That last week's winner, George Rincon.
Yeah, I see some damage on his nose already in the right front, and I didn't see that on really on the 7 machine. And it just wrecking in front of him. He's trying to pick where to go, get a little nudge from behind. He really didn't get the chance to pick where to go, and they got right front and right rear damage.
And he did hit pretty hard, but if he would have hit that first wall, he would have probably been done.
Yeah.
So he got lucky by missing that one.
Probably wouldn't be rolling right now. A great job on that, for him being able to do that. Back up here, Albert Anderson, still your leader, choosing not to go to pit lane so far, and he doesn't do it again. Decides to stay out. Maybe he's counting on this being a little bit of a wreck fest here, which is, so far we've got 4 and 33 laps, so it's the way it's trending.
Yeah, I think Albert's on an alternate strategy, so it's good for him to try to play it a little bit different. Him and Jack Dixon.
You got Skunk in there talking to us some more. What do you got?
He said he's just getting back into racing again, it looks like, and he started with NASCAR 2 on TEN, so he's back with me and Andy Player back in those days where that is some old school stuff if you started back then. So you're not the only one, buddy. I was on that, so was Andrew Player here in our league, at least to the guys that's in the Vigilante League.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're just getting back into it, if you're getting into iRacing, Skunk, you need to check us out. There'll be some links at the end of the broadcast. I also see Albert Anderson Sr. in the chat saying, hey, moving on up, son. Go get him. So definitely he's playing the strategy out here to get some track position. You're going to see right here is that truck's going to duck off. We're going to try to get back under green here, folks. Like Goodenough, who was buried back there around 20th or 16th. He's about 15th now after coming from like 21st, so he's making his way back through the field. Anderson's controlling this start here, and he takes off. Nice jump this time. He's followed closely by Dylan Bryant and Jeremiah Burke. Jeremiah's in third there. Jack Dixon's in fourth. Dustin Eaton still up there in fifth position. And make his way to the front. And right now, Dylan Bryant is taking the lead, but he is on much fresher tires. Burke followed him through. Both of those guys went in on lap 28, so they do have quite the advantage on the number 99 machine. Got some guys out here running some patriotic schemes tonight. I'd like to see it. All right, looks like we're doing okay so far. Back here, and we'll take a look at Greg Dobson. That nicely colored purple metallic machine. He's got us an onboard night. It gives us that perspective of looking from the left hand and up towards him. It's a good perspective, especially if it gets super busy in that cockpit. He's only running down 2 positions. Lori's in the chat, so folks, you see that on your screen when she puts something in there. That's coming from the league admin. She's letting us know that Trevor had an update issue, so that's why he ended up not making the broadcast. And moving forward from there, we have George Rincon running down 12 spots in the 26th position in that 28 machine. We saw he got caught up in that last incident, so there's no surprise. Looks like he's up to speed though, so hopefully he's able to get most of that repaired. Moving forward, Chris Gomes down 8 spots, running in the 25th position. Not surprised to see Chris running back here, actually. Usually he's closer to the pointy end. We'll see what happens. We got a long way to go here. John McAdam 24th in that 47 blue and white machine. Turn this on so you guys can see who we're talking about. He's trying to make a pass right now on the 82 of Mike Everidge. Like he's going to get through there. Got Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky. He is right now down 4 spots, running 24th. Moving forward to Scott Milner, down 4 spots. Is currently in 22nd position in that Chevy Silverado Baby Ruth machine. Making me want some candy. John Schoenbacher.
Good looking paint. That looks like Jeff Gordon's old Bush scheme. Really, really nice one.
That's like the year that he was breaking into Cup, right? That same year, I think he was. Who was he? Was that
he
the
drove
first
for
year?
Bill Davis? He was driving a Ford for Bill Davis and Chevy. Picked him from Ford.
Then you got John Schoenbacher on that 12 machine. Probably not a very good perspective to be able to see him there. Out of Louisville, Kentucky, down 14 spots. He's really kind of went backwards. Don't know if he's been dodging wrecks or what. We'll see what kind of strategy he's going to play out here. John Gallagher is in the 20th position, up 1 spot from where he started tonight. Anthony Williams in the 5 machine in 19th, right where he started out of Blanchard, Oklahoma. Tom Barish, negative 2 position so far, running 18th in that 35 machine. Now, if you'll notice, he's got himself a skin tonight, Ricky, that he doesn't normally, he hasn't been running one much. I was giving him a hard time last night in the chat about it. Oh no, he said, I'll throw one on there. He's got a very patriotic one there now.
Yeah, it looks good.
Going on forward, Scott Roney's up 9 positions, running 17th out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Tim Pope, we saw him involved in an incident earlier. He's making a pass on Jack Dixon. You see that 48 machine on his outside. Down 13 at the moment, but it looks like he's making his way back towards the front. Andy Player in the 13 machine. He is racing out of Concord, New Hampshire. He also given us a down low perspective looking up as he's watching. He's either battling with the 16 or 16 is making a pass there of Kyle Vaught. But Andy Player right now, minus 5 positions. He's back around Kyle. This is a pretty good battle they got going on here. Don't know if he's going to be able to get through there. Because speaking of Kyle Vaught, there's Kyle in the 16. Racing out of High Point, North Carolina. He's racing hard with that 13 machine. He's getting the best of him, looks like on the outside now. 13 got around him. Now the 7 is going to have a run at him. House cameras looks a little bit fuzzy tonight, like it's not quite focusing automatically. That's a lot, probably because of all the, he's got that system where everything's connected. And so if he's racing super hard, he's getting a lot of force feedback that might be making the camera unable to autofocus. Moving on forward here, Albert Anderson, 99 machine. He's up 8 spots so far, running in 14th. We talked about Tim. As you can see, he's already made positions there, got around us while we were talking. 81. He had some trouble to begin this race, but he's only down 1 spot from where he began tonight, running in 11th, racing out of Woodbury, New Jersey. The Kevin hunting that 434 machine out of Danville, Virginia, up 13 positions. Kevin's rolling tonight, running in 10th.
That's a really nice run for Kevin, and he hit the wall pretty good there on the front stretch, dodging that wreck.
Yeah, he's got this track figured out. He's doing a great job here tonight, and that throwback scheme reminding me of Richard Petty, obviously. Got Dustin Wade just forward of him in that 68 machine. Let's see. Yeah, we got Dustin racing out of Cincinnati. Got that nice over-the-shoulder, right-hand shoulder look he's got going on there. Got his first win just a few weeks back, man. So he's been super stoked and doing a great job this season, having a banner year so far. And we got Dave the Mouth Mayberry. Dave is up 3 spots, running in the 8th position. And like I mentioned before, Dave has 2 cameras showing us his perspective this evening. Here's the first perspective I'll show you, where this is normal one. RIP Charlie Kirk, 93 to 2005. Yep. Unfortunate situation there. But Dave racing out of Tucson, Arizona. Having a good night, good run so far. And I'll flip over to his next camera, actually. Get that one back here. Because he's got 2 cameras. It's a little bit different for me to go to his next one. There we go. Now Dave's second perspective is from behind, looking over his right shoulder there to try and show you what he's looking at. Very immersive setup he's got going there. 3 monitors, high-end kind of a system with force feedback and everything. Now we have to give him a hard time, Ricky. I've already given him a hard time. You have to help me out there. He's got the rigging up there above his center screen for the 4th monitor for information that he's had there for a while. It just hasn't put anything up there.
Yeah, it looks like, that would be very handy to have that, Dave. You probably need to get on that, sell a house or 2 and get to it.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying. If I had the rig already set up, I'd probably go ahead and have that bad boy in there. Get a little bit of help to help him get that installed. But anyway, running on forward, Josh Bittner's down 2 spots so far, running in the 7th position. But overall, having a pretty good run in the 84 machine. Mike Adamson, haven't talked too much about him tonight, but he's up 9 positions, running in 6th. Always good at the short tracks, really good anywhere we go. Having a good run here so far, staying out of trouble. Then we have Andrew Cawthon in that 10 machine. He's running up 8 spots in 5th position. And it looks like his camera's frozen on us tonight, so that's unfortunate. Camera's frozen there, so... But he's not frozen on the track, doing a great job up in 5th. Craig Goodenough, we mentioned him going in earlier and making a stop. He's already back up in 4th position and making his way up towards the front. About that will be there pretty soon. He's not very far back.
Did I just notice him shifting? It looked like he was reaching over for that shifter.
Yeah, I think... so these drivers shifting to begin with. I think they're shifting at one end of the track, and I think after they run it pretty far, they end up maybe shifting at both ends of the track. We had not mentioned that earlier, so it's a good observation. There he goes, right there. Went up to 3rd. Let's see if we can get a track map up here. I think I moved it.
Well, it looks like he's definitely shifting in 1 and 2 and maybe not 3 and 4 right now.
Actually, the track map's not popping up here. That's working, but track map's not working. I know they had some issues with track map with iRacing once they did the upgrade, but he's only doing it in one end, right? Which end do you
Yeah,
say
it looks like
he's doing?
I see him doing it in 1 and 2.
So having a good night so far. Out of Helper, Utah. Man, that his number's not showing up on that graphic, is it, with that white background? All right, moving forward. Dustin Eaton running in third currently, or at the start of this race at least, he was in the 5th position in the points. So expect him to be, he's really going to run hard, make sure he can try and stay in front of the 89. And if he does get past, he may be on older tires. Let's take a look and see when they were both. They were both on lap 28 though. See if that works out for him. And Jeremiah Burke +7, also in on lap 28. Right now, he is 1.5 seconds adrift the leader, Dylan Bryant, who's been out there since the restart and just hanging on to that, hoping not to see that 89 in his rearview mirror anytime soon, as we are about to cross and complete 54 laps and start the 55th lap. And that is through the field, folks.
And while we were going through the field, it looks like Scott Roney has had some sort of an issue and is disconnected. He may had some damage from a crash or something must have happened. Albert Anderson Sr. in the chat says Albert not pitting earlier was risky, and it was, but he's off cycle, so you never know. It could work out into his favor. It just depends on how this kind of plays out. We start going into green flag pit stops. You never know. And Lori says that Klein had issues with MSI Afterburner and couldn't fix it in time.
I don't recognize MSI Afterburner. Do you recognize that?
It is but I don't know exactly what it does. I am familiar. I've heard of it though. I think it's a graphics thing.
Right now we're the George Rincon. He's running at 25th, way back of the field. He may have just come off pit road. He was just on there at 32. Now, we see got Jack Dixon on pit lane now. Might start seeing green flag pit stops here. This Dixon 48 machine running out of Mitchell, Ontario, Canada. One of 2 of our Canadian friends running tonight, him and Greg Dobson in the 085 machine. Anyone else going to hit pit lane here? Looks like not so far. Starting to get spread out here, which is going to help out. But these would just.
Kyle Vaught gave the bumper tap to Osborne there, but Jonathan caught it.
Yeah, Jonathan's talking to him there too. These guys are going to be okay.
I just happened to be scrolling through the field and saw that as it happened. It was a light tap, but it was enough to upset the truck.
Yeah, surely get your attention. Like Osborne's telling Kyle something there. Maybe he's having him, hey, just go ahead and go around the bottom there, buddy. Looks like Kyle may have hit pit lane. They're both on lap 28 tires, though. Looking for any more battles out here. Let's see. Kevin Hunt's a little ways back. A little bit of a battle here going with Dustin Way, trying to get up with get up there with Tim Pope. We're pretty much single file though for the most part here.
Josh Bittner just drove around Andrew Coffin that lap, and he's caught Mike Adamson, so it looks like Bittner is trying to move on up into the top 5.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Albert Anderson in the pits.
Yeah, it's time for those pit lane stops now, or those green flag pit stops now. Should be a good look at this. He's going to take 4 fresh field goods to get back out there. Mike Everidge is on pit lane R still. Now he's pulling out.
Now, Anderson, that was 42 laps on that green flag run, or at least 42 laps on his run, and the leaders are at 31, so they may still have a little bit of time before they have to pit. He was off cycle, him and Jack Dixon both.
I'd like to show you the track map, folks, but it's not working tonight since iRacing did the update yesterday. Josh Bittner, Craig Goodenough on pit lane. There's Craig. There's Josh behind him. And Kevin Hunt's coming in now.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, there's a caution.
Oh, this
Dixon
is not going to
in
be
the
good.
wall.
With Jack Dixon's in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It's not showing it to
Him
me.
and Mike Everidge
See if I can find it.
made contact. Be Jack Dixon's lap 59 going into turn 3.
Here we go. Let's go back to 58. Get on board with Jack Dixon. Go from there. It didn't pop up within the telemetry. It's an accident. Outside of the 31 there. He's okay. This is coming to lap 59.
So it'll be lap 59 going into turn 3.
This is 1 and 2, so he should be okay here. Taking some pretty good passes. He must be on fresh tires here. There it is right there. And he had just come off pit lane lap 55, so.
Yeah, and looks like Everidge had just come off pit lane, so maybe he just misjudged it a little trying to go into the corner, speeding up.
Yeah, just probably didn't have the grip yet, and that's what ended up happening. That's unfortunate for both those guys. All right, so we are 63 laps done so far out of 120, so we're just over halfway. So far, I mean, that was a good run there of no cautions. Like GC
Yeah, that's a nice little green flag run.
Yeah, you got GC Mustang in there. That's Greg Klein. Technical difficulties tonight. So that's why he's out.
Oh, yeah, afterburner. Lori says afterburner is to overclock the GPU. Yeah, that's right. That's why.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I don't mess with that. I had a bad experience melting one of my CPUs, man, and don't want that overclocked. So let's see. While we got this opportunity.
Get it, Wade. I love the dog.
Go back up to the leader. Dylan's showing as the leader here, but I don't see the pace truck. We really probably got discombobulated with the way that came out. We got a bunch of cars here on the end of the tail end of the lead lap here, not the least of which is Craig Goodenough. Technically in 18th, and the lights are out, the pace truck. Yep, he's going to go around now. So those cars in front of your leader, which is Dylan Bryant, are going to do the wave around here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go over this new segment that we have here tonight, getting ready to go. So, you know, one of the things Lori and I always try to do here is you know, talk about folks. Actually, I'm going to wait because we're going to go green here, and I don't want to rush this. I want to give it its due, what we're going to talk about here. So more to come here. We'll see if we can get a clean start, and then we'll discuss this new segment that we're going to do, Ricky.
Looking forward to it.
Right now, your leader showing is Jeremiah Burke. I want to say it's probably Dylan on that outside line, though. Maybe it is Jeremiah.
Sorry, Tom. We're around here.
You see the pace truck drive off here. But Jeremiah's going to be your leader, so he's going to have the launch once he gets into the restart zone. He's in it now. Oh, it was on that outside line. It was Dylan. They kind of threw me off there. Sorry about that, folks. You can see pretty clean start out towards the front. We'll back up a little bit here. Oh, it's really tight right there going through turns 1 and 2. Somebody got a little bit out of the groove there. Saved it, no issues. Moving on back through the field to see what we can see. Pretty wide up there. That's Greg Dobson there right in front of the 16 machine of Kyle Vaught. Serious racing up there in front of these guys. He's let Kyle go here.
Oh, Schoenbacher gets dumped.
Oh, no, they're going to wreck right here, right in front of us. See if Kyle gets it loaded up.
Kevin Hunt.
Oh.
Sorry,
So, Schoenbacher, Kevin Hunt for sure involved in this. Maybe George Rincon because he went off track as well. Let's get a over the head look from the blimp machine. So we're on board with Schoenbacher right now. He's in that red and white machine right here, the KFC machine. You can see right there. Now go to the blimp mode. The 3 wide getting in there.
Checking over 1 and 2.
Oh, I got hit from the middle. That Hardy's machine got there deeper. These guys all have different break points. You see the 89 to 123 and the 82 right here. 123 just didn't expect that the 12 machine pick up as much. And then there was a second hit that it just got him completely around. It's like 28 and Kevin Hunt. 28 is just trying to miss it here. George Rincon, that 28 machine. Hell of a job missing it. And unfortunately, it goes down and him and 434 get into each other. Unfortunate. Now you got Dylan Bryant back up. He's your leader right now. Jeremiah Burke second. Andy Cawthon, Andrew Cawthon in third. Tim Pope's in fourth. Mike Adamson's in fifth. Very good enough right now. It's back here in the 13th position. See what's going on there.
As they were checking up for the caution on the backstretch after the initial wreck. Looks like John McAdam tried not to hit Mike Everidge and had to hang a hard right. Hit the outside wall a ton, and he is disconnected. I think that it broke his right front toe link.
You said John McAdam?
Yes, and this was right after the caution on the backstretch as they were checking up.
So we'll go back to the caution here. Go on board with John McAdam. He's right there in the blue and white truck. Here's the wall there. You can see the caution light there is blinking right there. So caution's out. See it on the fence line right there. Oh, he just didn't expect, and yeah, he just jerks it to the right to keep from slamming into the 82. And that's going to, yeah, that just ends his night there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he had a fast truck.
Sixth caution of the night. We're getting down to it. About 52 laps to go. People are going to have a lot less give. We've already had a little bit of a deficit on give here tonight.
Oh, Craig Dobson wreck coming off pit road. Got a little bit of grass on the right rear and looped it. Or he's trying to come on the pit road.
Yeah, it just gets in there a little too hot. Touches the edge. Yeah, wasn't even off of the edge, but there was grass debris there.
Yeah, just a little bit of grass, like ice.
After this restart, I'm gonna
All it takes.
get a penalty, sir. Okay.
Back up front, the lights are out on top of the pace truck, which means we're going back to green. But yeah, I am not live. Here we go.
I'm sorry, Dave. It was one inside the outside lane on you there.
Yeah, just like Bryant's going to have control again.
Tighten up back here, bud.
It's inside the restart zone, which is in, you see the orange section, and we're green. It's a nice jump along. He's got Tim Pope there in the 7 machine following him super hard out on that outside. Great jump for those guys. Going to be clear of Jeremiah Burke. And also Andrew Cawthon there sitting in the 4th position.
Oh, Kelly Kill gets spun around off the nose of Mike Everidge.
we go, right here. Yeah, just difference in throttle up point, looks like. We didn't see him pop his engine, but he already had some trouble tonight.
Yeah, Kelly Kill apparently was going to pit and was trying to get down to the inside lane.
82 didn't know it. Was he calling it out on the radio?
I think he had said it prior to the restart, so maybe that was it.
Hi guys, that is 3 in a row. You are
Admin has dropped us down to single file restarts after a couple of sloppy restarts in a row.
She'll do that. She'll only take so much.
Which, you know, I mean, I understand why we do it, and it's a good rule to have, but at the same time, when you do go single file, sometimes it makes it almost worse for some of the guys back in the pack because it's such an accordion. So they're really going to have to be careful on the restart.
Yeah, it's because they're sitting there trying to anticipate the start there, and they take off, and then suddenly everybody's checking up in front of them. It can't be.
Yeah, there's no passing, so you got to be really careful.
I tell you, I ran the Gen 4 race last week, and they had the old school NASCAR rules, you know, where any restart is single file, and the lap down cars go to your inside, and that was like one of the cleanest races I had all week.
Those cars are very, very fun to drive.
Yeah, they are a good time.
A lot of power.
Looks like everybody just checked up all at once.
Yeah, so we got a little bit on a lap or so here, so we'll go ahead and go over this segment. So this segment, we were looking to do, Ricky, you know, we want to launch a new segment that puts the focus where it belongs, which is on our drivers. And so each week, Lori's going to select one racer whose story deserves the spotlight. And in a league that we've built on grit, chaos, and high stakes racing, is the drivers who define the legacy of our league. The segment is simply going to be called Spotlight Driver. It's a crossroads between the stats and the story of that driver. And for this week, we're going to start off in McCrory, Arkansas with Trevor Robertson, which is why I was disappointed earlier in the fact that he was disconnected from the race. But he's the driver of the week. We're going to sing his praises and give him his flowers regardless. He's been a member of our league since 2021. So from the beginning, he's one of the original guys. He's been carving his legacy into this league ever since, with 135 starts. So he's no stranger to the grind. He's claimed 4 pole positions, 9 wins, and he's racked up 62 top 5s, 84 top 10s. And the stats don't even tell the whole story, because his tenacious and competitive driving style also led him to be crowned a VRL champion. So I just wanted to get, we want to spotlight these drivers. Some of their statistics, when you look at them wholesale, are so impressive that we want to go through the field and give everybody their opportunity to shine. And he's had some bad luck of late, not of his own making, just kind of getting caught up in other people's trouble. But Trevor is a consummate professional and a hell of a driver, hard to race with, always fun to race with, though.
Yeah, really good driver. And I think you said from the beginning, I am pretty sure he won the very first recruiting race VRL ever had. That was broadcast, like one of our big races. I think he won it at California.
And you can see in that left-hand panel there, before we pull this down, you got the race is back underway. And your leader right now is Dylan Bryant, of course, Tim Pope, second, Jeremiah Burke at third, Andrew Cawthon at fourth, and Mike Adamson's up to fifth, up 10 spots overall tonight. He's actually racing pretty hard with Dustin Eaton there, who looks like he just got around him. So anyway, just congratulations, Trevor, and thanks for everything you've done in this league, making us the success we've been. Our long-term drivers have definitely been a part of this journey. It's not something that happens by itself. And with that, we'll be doing that every week, folks. So we'll see what Lori has in store for us next week.
This may not work on every restart, Alan, but if we have a couple of more, something that we're going to have to pay attention to is I saw a couple. Caution. John Gallagher.
See if we can get a look at Gallagher here. John's in that Hardy's machine you see on your screen there. ET's trying to get around him here. Oh, it's like he's loose. Gathers it back up, stays. Nope, never quite gets it.
It's that it's that back end damage. He's got that spoiler damage, and we talked about it several weeks. It's you get that damage in the tail end of the truck, it makes them wicked.
Yeah, they're almost, I mean, it doesn't look like much. Even I've had it, you've had it, but it's so evil, it's almost undrivable.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally be racing a dirt late model race here on iRacing, knock the rear spoiler off, and on dirt, it's easier to drive than these trucks are with some spoiler damage. I don't understand it. But what I was going to say, we'll need to watch on this restart. I noticed a couple of guys, because everybody has these different braking points, and some of the more aggressive guys, they jumped to that high line on the restart in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I saw a couple of those guys wholesale some people and make up 3 or 4 spots on that last restart.
Yeah, well, so let's looking back in the pack. Who might would do that? I think maybe that 89 machine of Craig Goodenough. We'll take a look at him on the restart. He's running 9th right now, and he was further back. So maybe he's one that you saw, one of those trucks making those bushels of gains on the outside line. Great turnout for the race tonight. You know, we had 30 drivers. We had a few had some issues. Kind of expected that. Lori put up 6 hours of practice last night so guys could work out the bugs on their iRacing update. If you weren't aware, iRacing had a huge update, not the least of which was the UI, which is the interface that you deal with. And so it reset some people's settings. It moved settings around where people were having trouble to find them. It was just a lot of really working out the bugs last night.
Kelly?
Dave's out and Ricky in the booth, but you got me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Well, you know, don't ask that question right now. I don't know how I'm up here, but I'm in 7th.
You've been up there pretty much all night.
I know. It hasn't been luck. I got to say it, everybody. Wasn't luck this time. Yeah, it was fun. I forget who it was. Burke and I were going at it for about 3 or 4 laps. That was fun. And then now Wade's behind me. Him and I having fun.
Well, you're having a good run so far, man. So we just want to get a quick word with you, see how it's going. We showed off both your cameras tonight, so that's a good. It worked out pretty well. This one's pixelated right now. Don't know if you're overtaxing your machine, but we'll let you go. Thanks for talking to us. Just a little bit.
All right, guys. Have good luck rest of the race, man.
You too, man.
Thanks.
All right, it's a 29 machine.
I've never seen Mayberry look so good. He'll get me for that later.
Yeah, he'll definitely get you. Get the lights off of that paint job. That's good. All right, so Brian has control. Once he gets to those orange bars you see on top of the wall there, he's within the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, we're back to green. It's a good jump on that 7 machine tempo. They're still single file because they have to run 10 clean laps before she will allow them to go back to double file restarts. But we said we're going to go on board with that 89 machine. He's definitely going to try to make here you go. That's Craig Goodenough out of Helper, Utah, making his way around the outside there. Close quarters.
You have to have a lot of faith in your ability to hang on the outside like that.
Yeah, he went around the outside. Now he's going to the inside there trying to make a pass on the 88 machine. Very focused, shifting already. Don't know how old his tires are, but he's making it work. He makes the pass for 6th. A good job of that 89 machine there.
Ooh.
Looking very focused. They're trying to get around Dustin Wade in the 68 at White. With the patriotic schemes, it makes a lot of these trucks look very similar, but it's the 68 on the outside and 29 on the inside. Josh Bittman,
And,
84. Yeah, go ahead.
While I'm thinking about it, I know we got some Chris Jones fans out there, and he's up, near the top of the points. I think, Alan, he was involved in one of those early wrecks, and I've seen him sitting in the pits extended periods of time, just about every pit stop. I think he's still repairing damage. He must have been damaged a whole lot worse than we noticed earlier.
I'm looking at his nose right now. He's racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina. His nose looks okay, but like you said, he probably got a lot of repairs done. Doesn't look too bad. I don't have a good close-up shot here of his spoiler, but it looks okay. But still, even when they fully repair your truck, you feel the effects throughout the rest of the race. They're never fully 100%.
I have a message from Lori that says the ticker on the left only showing the top 20 ticker up top is gone.
I'm not so the ticker up top, but I can change that to the split. There we go. So you guys can see it'll go through the split there. You see 18th right there, Gomes, and 28th. That should help you out there, Laura, if you see that. It'll scroll through. Keep the top 10 up there, then it scrolls through the rest. That's the way we normally have it set. All right. 84 laps in. We got coming to 25, or actually, no, we got more than that. 35 to go. Once we tick it over to 85. No change up here at the front. Dylan Bryant holding off the 7 machine, followed by Jeremiah Burke in 3rd. Craig Goodenough is now up to 4th. He's coming. And these guys are... Craig's actually on 2-lap older tires than the 3 trucks in front of him and behind him. So he's done a good job at being fast and taking care of his tires well enough to be able to make pace.
If Osborne took tires on his last pit stop, he would be about 7 laps newer tires than most of these guys.
Yeah, he went on 67, maybe 5.
Laps.
Yep, 5 laps. What I was looking at. That.
Now that's if he took tires. Maybe he just got gas. I don't know.
He's holding his position pretty well there at 10th, up 2 spots from where he started. If he didn't take tires, he might be falling back through the field at this point. You see him making a move there on Dustin Wade. That was a pretty aggressive move. Pretty confident getting down into the corner. That low line, man, is just so sketchy whenever you're getting onto the power coming out of there. Just if you give it just a little too much throttle, it wants to go around on you.
Yeah, and Osborne spun out coming out of turn 1 and 2 on the first or second lap of the race.
Was a little bit of slide job there on the 68, but he's able to make that happen and gets around him. Line back up, nose to tail, that 81, 68, and 29 machines. So now we got the opportunity. Seems like everything's running pretty well. We're going to do one more crank it up segment here for everybody.
You want to
I need 3 more.
You need to fire your victory after this.
That's been me.
segment. Hope you enjoyed that. Didn't have any incidents there. We're trying to show you a little bit of racing. These guys were getting after it pretty good here with just under, it's like 28 laps to go.
We saw him go 42 laps, maybe 40 to 42 laps earlier. So it looks like we'd have green flag pit stop. So these guys are in the pit window now. So if they want to take a gamble, see how much better fresh tires work, you may see some guys start ducking in the pits.
Back here right now watching John Schoenbacher trying to effect a pass there on Kevin Hunt. Getting into the turn there, 12 machine. Got some fans out there in YouTube land. He's down right now 14 spots from where he began. He's had some adventurous racing here tonight with the cautions and everything. KFC machine trying to get around that 434. He's got John Gallagher right there in front of him in the 123 machine as well. This is all for position. Kevin Hunt's having such a good run earlier. I think that front end damage he received is probably really hurting him right now. Take a look at Andy Player there. Really nobody around him. He's kind of in a little pocket of his own. Andy raced out of Concord, New Hampshire. Trying to track down Tom Barris there in that 35 machine. Andy right now is down 5 spots.
Jeremiah Burke is coming into the pits hot. He may be one of the first ones to try this.
Oh, is it low down? 25 to go here, so he's going to be able to make it. We were calculating what? They could make at least 39 and maybe up to 42-ish on their tank of fuel there.
And they're losing a second and a half a lap right now. So if some of these guys wait 6-7 laps to come in, he's really going to make up a lot of time.
Yeah, then they're going to have to really burn their tires to try and get up to him. Pretty good enough on pit lane now. Dylan Bryant. Figured they wouldn't wait too long. They later, essentially one lap they waited. Tempo running long, but that's no surprise. That's kind of his MO. I used to run long as well, but if I was losing, a second and a half to 2 seconds, that's a lot to give up. See if Tim goes in. This sounds like he's making his way down to the inside line. Is he going to do it? Yes, he does. He has to get left of that commitment cone you saw there. It's kind of a misnomer. It's actually a commitment painted orange box. But you get down there, but there's no speed limit all the way around here until you get to those yellow cones. That's when you have to be down to your designated speed, which for this track, you can see is 45 miles per hour if you take a look at the dashboard down there in the bottom right-hand corner.
434 in this time.
Who else? Mayberry's on pit lane. Dustin Wade is on pit lane. Anthony Williams. Chris Gomes is on pit lane. So this is our green flag stop. This is the money stop, folks. Dustin Eaton has inherited the lead here. Racing out of Temple, Texas. He's been just kind of lingering there in the top 5, waiting to take advantage. He's probably praying for a caution right now. Tom Barris on pit lane now.
Wait a minute.
Tan is pitting, Tan's pitting.
What are you waiting on? You looking at something?
My brain's not working good enough to try to keep up with this, but Andrew Player is on lap 99. He's only got 21 laps, so 100, 120, maybe. You know what? You said he was running all by himself. He may be trying to stretch his gas tank out. Can he make it to the end? Is he going to do a full of fuel mileage play like Rincon did last week?
It wouldn't be shocking. Those guys have always got these ideas up their sleeves that could work out for him. Let's take a look and see where he is running right now. He's in the 3rd position. Take a look at his dashboard. Let's see if he's really running it hard. See if he's changing gears. He's staying in 4th gear right there, 110 through the corner. Doesn't change gears. If you're trying to save fuel, one of the things you stop doing is you stop changing gears. And then we can't see his throttle trace or anything, but the throttle will be the other thing. Getting out of the gas a little bit early, easing onto the gas a little bit slower. He is a third gear here. I did see him just shift down, but he may not have any choice but to do that to make that turn. When was the last time he's on pit lane? Looks like you said 77.
Yeah, he's showing that he's got 23 laps on right now.
And he could go like you said, 42.
Yeah, it's
man, that's close. That's
but I know that
119.
if anybody could do it, he's probably one of the 2 or 3 that could.
Question is how
that's
slow?
got the talent.
How slow is he going to have to do that?
Yeah,
and
would he lose enough time to let him catch up? Yep.
Yeah, right now he's running in third. Now in that second and first position, you got Jonathan Osborne there ahead of him. See, Jonathan came in on 67, so he's a full 10 laps to the rear. And Josh Bittner even more, 17 laps to the rear. So yeah, players in the kind of the catbird seat, maybe Jack Dixon in 76, but that's stretching it even further. I just don't know, man. That's a long way. Really, 76 you have from Jack Dixon, John Schoenbacher, John Gallagher. Those are all 76. You have to go a little further back to George Rincon. We talked about him doing those fuel deer games instead of reindeer games, fuel deer games. Make sure I get that trademarked. And let's see, that's it. Those guys are on 76. Those are the ones I just mentioned. We'll see if they can do it. Andy Player is the one furthest forward of them, and on lap 77 is seemingly all by himself. I don't see another.
I don't know how many caution laps we've had, but Josh Bittner is the litmus test right now. This is his 43rd lap, going to lap 44 on this tank of gas.
He's running right there,
He's
pitting right now. Now you got the litmus test will be
Josh
Gallagher. He made it. But now you got Jonathan Osborne took the lead. He's on 76. Actually 67. So he's definitely. Well, you knew that. That Bittner's going to have to pit because he went on 60. He was way back in these guys.
Definitely. Yeah, I knew he was going to have to pit. I was just trying to see how far he could go since I saw he's already on 43.
Okay, gotcha. And then you got Jonathan Osborne here. He's on 67, so he's going to have to pit as well. And then here's
he's going to
be the leader for too much longer. We'll see. So how far back he is? So from Player back to Dixon is 15 seconds. And Dixon is going to be short. He went on lap 76, so he's a lap shorter than Player is. So I doubt he has any ability to kind of really get onto the gas there. Now, you got Dylan Bryant went in on lap 96, so he's well clear to make it to the end.
And him, Pope, and Good Enough's catching them, so they're going to be all right together probably in just a few laps.
15 laps to go. He's 20 seconds to the rear of the truck you're looking at right now of Andy Player. That's going to be tremendous, but definitely doable. 14 laps. I just don't know if he's going to make it, man. It's going to be so close. He goes 42 laps. That's 1 lap short still.
Bittner went 43, but I don't know how many caution laps we had. So
yeah, true. So we said Dylan Bryant. Here's Bryant. You got Pope. So Pope's thinking, hey man, this is going to be for the win. And Pope is 1 lap better even. It doesn't matter. These guys are good on. These guys are both good on fuel. So they're just going to race it out. This could be the win right here. Because in front of them you got Jack Dixon, who could maybe make it with Player, but Osborne definitely can't. So this would presumably be at a minimum 3rd and 4th place you're watching right now. And most likely it could be even for the win if they're able to catch up with Andy Player and Jack Dixon, make the pass, or either one of those guys run out of fuel.
Well, Pope is trying his best to get around the 51. I think he's got urgency because he sees the 89 getting way bigger in that mirror. So he's trying to get around Dylan Bryant while he can. Bryant's doing everything you can, shutting the door. Pope hits the wall, and now they're going to be in lap traffic too. So this is a little bit hairy.
Yeah, you're watching those 3 trucks right there, the first 2, and you'll see the 89 come into the picture right there. And the 89, he is 1 lap older on his tires than Tim Pope is. But so is Dylan Bryant, and Tim's still having a hard time getting around that 51 machine. We're coming down to 10 to go, folks. He's probably going to get a little impatient here. We'll see what he does. Jonathan Osborne's in pit lane. And you got now the lead is taken over by Andy Player. Now, Player is out by 16 seconds over these guys. I don't know, man. Coming down to 10 to go, he might have this if it goes green. And they start fighting, especially.
Yeah, he's only 0.8 of a second. Oh, Pope.
Yeah, he got really out of shape.
I think. Yeah, I was looking over at Players' lap times. He's less than a second off the pace right now. So if he's not having to pedal it any more than that, and he can make it, they will not catch him.
He's just hoping there's not going to be a caution for the next 9 laps. If he can get to that white flag and has fuel, I think Mr. Andy Player might have this, might have a win in the bank here. Oh, you see 89 really kind of flowed up the track there. All right, so we're 14 point something back. That's not going to get it done. They're going to have to take big chunks out of that lead of the 13 machine. And they're just not doing it.
Thanks, George.
Now Pope's back to the bumper bright again after he had that slip up, and Good Enough is pushing it for everything he's worth because you can see him sliding pretty hard.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be a pretty good battle here. 51's desperate to make sure he gets around this 82. Doesn't want to get kind of trapped or a pick there with the 82 and allow the 7 to get an advantage coming out of the turn. 89 kind of got held up there, as you can see. That's what you didn't want to have happen. We're still almost 13 and a half seconds back with 8 to go, coming to 7 to go. This is pretty exciting. This is a nail biter. I like it when it comes down to this kind of a strategy and see if you're able to play it just right.
Yeah, and it's got to be frustrating for Bryant and Pope because they don't know if they're racing for the win or if they're racing for second.
And you see, and this is going to make them fall back even further. 51's not going to just go away quietly. He knows this is for the win right here. I'm going to try to hold Pope down there, make him use up his stuff. I think he's got it this time, though. So, is it going to be Pope or Player? We're 12.5 seconds back with coming to 6 to go. Now 6 to go. He's really going to have to make some crazy time here. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Let's take a look off of his nose and see if we can even see Player. Nope. Unless that's him right there. Let me see. Let me just jump up forward here.
No, you can't see him from Pope.
Yeah, he's a long way off. And Andy Player's on pit lane. But he is not going to make it with 6 to go. That had to be kind of disappointing for him. So this is the race for the win. Will the 7 get it? Will the 89 be able to get to him? So now now we've changed this. You should see the leaderboard update as the 7 comes around pit lane here in just a moment. You'll see him update with going in front of the. There you go, right there. Player will drop down.
And we can't rule out a caution. If there was a caution, some of the guys that pitted even later that's still on the lead lap, they may have an advantage. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. Seven's holding about a 0.5, 0.47 advantage here. 4 laps to go. 89's really been burning his tires to try and get to him. Oh, you see a little wiggle out of the 7 there. Still holding about 0.4, a little more than. that 89 is closing in inch by inch. And getting there, getting around Tim Pope is two different things. 3 to go. Oh, he just dove it in there. Back up to 0.4. You saw the 89 just diving into that turn. Oh, he gets super loose and tags the wall.
Hits the wall.
That might be all she wrote right there. We're at 0.6, so just over half a second now, coming to 2 to go. He gave it a shot, no college try. He really dove it into that corner. Is he going to do it again? Devin's got to just get around 28 immediately. He does. 89 gets through there as well. Kind of goes back up the track and loses the gains he made as 0.6. Coming to 1 to go. 7 wants to see this white flag, then the next flag will end it. No chance for a caution to bring that 89 into striking distance. Last lap, folks. Barring some kind of an issue here, let's see the 89 really dive it in. He does. He's not going to be able to hold the bottom that well. He's going to drift back out to nearly. He holds it okay. 0.5, a little bit closer than he was. Let's see if he's able to get in here on this one. Tim Pope coming around, racing out of Roseboro, North Carolina. The 7 machine, I think he has at least 1 win on the season, maybe 2, coming around to take the checkered flag. And number 7 is your winner here tonight at Gateway. What a tremendous finish, man. I mean, that really came down to it. I thought Andy Player had an opportunity there, but apparently just didn't have enough fuel. But the 89 was coming strong. 7 was able to hold him off.
That was a heck of a finish there.
Hey, we got through the last lap without wrecking each other.
That is your winner, Tim Pope and the 7 machine. Craig Goodenough brings it home second. Dylan Bryant's third. And rounding out your podium, and then Dustin Eaton's in 4th, and Jeremiah Burke is in 5th. And actually, before we go and we're going to change it up a little bit here tonight. We're going to go through your standings while we get them into the up into the interview room here.
Yeah, man, that was good racing all around.
Yeah, that is if they pop up for me. There we go. All right, so as I mentioned, your podium, Tim Pope, Craig Goodenough, Dylan Bryant, 4th place, Dustin Eaton, 5th, Jeremiah Burke, 6th, Josh Bittner, Andrew Cawthon's in 7th, Mike Adamson brought it home 8th, Jonathan Osborne 9th.
Gonna make it?
Dave Mayberry brought it home 10th. He closed out that good run.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was watching everything and not paying attention. Your positions for the finishing here in 11th, you had Chris Goins. Andrew Player still comes home 12th after having to make that late pit stop. Kyle Vaught at 13th, quite not, but he gets the top 15. Dustin Wade 14th, Anthony Williams 15th, Tom Bears 16th, Greg Dobson with a nice run on the lead lap 17th, and John Schoenbachler 18th. 1 lap down, George Rincon 19th, Scott Milner in 20th.
21st, you got Jack Dixon. 22nd, John Gallagher. 23rd, Kevin Hunt. America's driver Albert Anderson brings it home 24th. Mike Everidge is in 25th. John McAdam, who ended up having a disconnect, came home 26th. Kelly Kill in 27th. Scott Roney 28th. Greg Klein also got disconnected 29th. Trevor Robertson had some issues with connection 30th. So that's your racing finish tonight. As I said, man, good race here. So we're going to get you set up for the top 3 podium finisher interviews, folks. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. right, folks, we are back and getting ready for your interviews here, starting with Mr. Dylan Bryant out of Stem, North Carolina, coming home third tonight. Get him up in the booth here. Hey, Dylan, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, man, I thought you had a chance there towards the end. What did you need to bring it home to fight off the 89 to 7?
Well, Ricky and Greg to have another black flag or trouble.
Oh, you had some issues. Okay.
No, them, not me. I was only up front as long as I was because Pope and Good Enough had their troubles. I think Greg got caught speeding on pit road, and then of course Pope got involved in that crash. So, but man, I think they came from the back to the front like twice. So I had an easier night, and I got third. So it's at a track that typically not too great at. So it was a great points night and stuff too. So.
Well, yeah, you came in here as the points leader, so you shouldn't have too much ill effect there. But hey, Ricky, what do you have for our third step podium finisher here?
Good job tonight, Dylan, there on the race, and looked like you had what I would say just a calm, easy night. I wouldn't say it was an easy drive, but considering some of the chaos going on behind you, it looked like being out front wasn't a bad place to be. And I know you just said that this wasn't one of your better tracks, but if you keep putting together races like this, that kind of consistency is what could win you a championship.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Great. The word championship and me sounds great. So, but I hope to do well. Bristol, I'm dang good at Bristol, and New Hampshire, I'm not too bad. So, right now it's just been smart. It ain't technically about the wins. It's just about stacking up your points, and hopefully I can see my stuff in the playoffs at least in the top three, and hopefully if I have a bad night, at least it can kind of carry me a tad bit. So but yeah, a great night. It was very uneventful for me. It's not a win, but hey, third place with a 0x here's outstanding, so I take it.
Yeah, for sure, with those two extra points there. Hey, but before we let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, first and foremost, All-Star Racing with Albert, Bert, Jack. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone else, but yeah, shout out to them. I think Bert got 5th, so it was a good run for All-Star tonight. And of course, as always, Lori for everything that she does, keeping us in line and stuff. So shout out to her. Y'all, of course, outstanding job. I definitely look forward to going back and watching the replay. I definitely listened to it on my way to work, so it's kind of like the radio channel.
Sure.
As y'all talking. So, but yeah, great job to y'all. Y'all, as always, everything that y'all do for the league. Ricky, also shout out to you, man. I don't know if all the fans knows it or not, but you do an outstanding job at painting trucks. The 911 scheme truck I ran tonight was actually from last year, so I'm glad I could kind of have that up front a lot tonight and stuff. And yeah, shout out to everybody in the league too. Great racing, great league, and I'll catch y'all next week.
All right, buddy. Thanks. It's good to hear from you. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, man. That was your third place finisher, Mr. Dylan Bryant. We're going to move on up the leaderboard here to Craig Goodenough in that 89 Bass Pros machine. He had a great night as well. Get a word with him. Hey, Craig, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. You got me, buddy.
I gotcha.
Hey, man, hell of a run there. Thought you were going to run away with it at one point. Had some issues. I heard you might have had a penalty that put you behind. You came through the field anyway. Brought it home second. What else did you need to get around the 7 machiner there at the end?
I don't know if I had much for him. If it would have had some more laps, I think I could have got alongside of him. I just don't know if I could have passed him. I felt like Justin Allgaier there, 2024 Phoenix, just doing everything I possibly could to finish last. speeding down pit road the first time, hitting a lap early, then a caution comes out, get a lap down. So it was definitely fun.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Ricky, what do you have for a second place finisher?
Hey, Craig, since you had to come through the field a couple of times, I did want to ask you, because it was something I noticed throughout the race. How hard was it to navigate traffic? Because it looked like everybody had different braking points. I've never noticed it that bad at any track, and I don't know what the difference was, or maybe if it was just because I was watching it from like a aerial view. But man, it looked like everybody's braking points was different.
Yes, 100%. I was making a lot of my passes in the breaking point because I did notice that everybody had it a little bit different. So I'd try to just offset or just leave enough gap that I knew that I could eat it up, just with that braking distance, the difference between the two. And then just cutting down low and riding that rumble strip in 3 and 4 really helped me a ton.
Well, buddy, you done a good job there tonight. Had a good, solid second place run. What do you think about Bristol next week?
Bristol, I really like Bristol. Bristol's fun. As long as we can keep the caution flag, just toss it away, I think we'll have a great race. But we'll see. It'll be fun no matter what. And we'll see if we can put it up there in the top 5 again.
Hey, Craig, great race, man. I don't know if you know this guy, but you got a guy in the chat here. Might know him. Stuart Goodenough says, awesome race, guys. Congratulations out to you as well. Any relation to you, I'm sure, might be, right?
Yep, that's the old man.
Okay, awesome. Hey, and then other than that, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Everybody that watches out there in YouTube land, I appreciate it. I know this stuff is not always the funnest to watch because there are some cautions, but I appreciate everybody that supports. Appreciate the old man watching, the neighbor, and everybody else that's out there. And of course, you guys for putting the league on and putting on an awesome broadcast. I really like the change up and the different style in it, so I appreciate it, and glad to be back for vacation.
Yeah, man, bringing home the heat back from vacation. Good job, and we'll see you at Bristol.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, man, good night. There's your second place machine there of Craig Goodenough. Now we're going to move up to the top step of the podium and get a word with the always talkative Mr. Tim Pope. Hey, Tim, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yep.
Hey, man, incredible race. You involved in an early race incident. Had to come through the field at least once, maybe a couple of times there, and looked like 89 was really charging at the end, and you were able to hold him off. Did you feel like he had a chance to get to you at some point in those closing laps?
Yeah, I felt like he did. If he got close, he might have had a shot at it. I was starting to push pretty good there because I was burning my stuff up trying to get around the 51 there.
Yeah, that looked really tough there. He did have like just only a 1 lap advantage on that 51, but he wasn't making it easy for you, kind of holding your outside, and seemed like it's super loose on the inside groove all night long. So he did a heck of a job there, man. And the 89 was really, one time he really dove it in there trying to get to you. And I think that pretty much sewed up the victory for you because he got into the wall coming out of that turn as well.
Oh, that's what I have. Yeah, I seen him dive it in, and he kind of went away there about 5 or 6 tenths, but he never caught back up.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Ricky, what do you have for our champion tonight?
Hey, good job, Tim. Good run, buddy. Always good to see you up front. Wanted to ask you on that first wreck there. Looked like you wrecked 6 or 7 times before you actually spun out. Did you think that was going to be a night ender, or was you still feeling okay after that?
Yeah, I thought I was cooked after that one because I got hit twice pretty good times when I was looking at replay, and I got hit just in the right spots. It looks like, did not cause much damage. I only had 32 seconds, surprisingly.
Yeah, buddy. The one other thing I wanted to ask you, I asked Craig the same thing. It looked like there was a lot of different guys with breaking points different tonight. So you had to come through the field a couple of times. Was that more hairy than normal because it was hard to anticipate where everybody's going to slow down?
And not really for me, because when I'm behind somebody, I kind of try to brake way early and under brake them, kind of get a good run off the turn, like diamond turn or whatever. I try to be pretty cautious when I'm braking track like this behind people.
Well, I know Bristol's one of your, well, I think every track's one of your tracks, but you feeling pretty good about Bristol next week?
I can survive it, yeah.
Well, hey, man, this is your 3rd win of the season. You're looking good. You're now in the lead for the championship. But before we let you go, do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, ADY, we feeling pretty good tonight. You guys were doing awesome job on the broadcast, and just awesome league.
Oh, well, great, buddy. We appreciate talking to you. We look forward to seeing you and talking to you at the end of the race at Bristol.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, good night, man. That's your 7 machine, Mr. Tim Pope, winning the race tonight. Well, I don't know, Ricky, what you thought. I thought it was a good race. It could have been a little cleaner towards the beginning, kind of especially, but it is a short track after all.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely races like a short track. Like it's almost like a super speedway of short tracks. It's just an overgrown short track, and those braking points was throwing everybody off. I don't think anything was malicious. It's just everybody was diving into the corner different, and it caused a lot of issues early. But we had some good clean racing toward the end.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to thank you, Ricky, for jumping in here. I know you cut it close tonight. You had some family matters to attend to, so thanks for making it. And as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori. You guys hear it every week for what she does for me, my family, and for this league and the drivers within it. And with that is going to close out round 10 of the Vigilante Premier Series. We only have 2 races left in the regular season, and we'll be in the playoffs. So we'll see you next week at Bristol. And until then, race fans, stay sharp, stay fast, stay vigilante, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.